Hello Cancer. It is my intention to share with you today the reading that is going to give you the map of the things you're going to be facing in the first 15 days of February 2017. And my intention is for you to become aware of the things, the energies that will be in your personal experience, so you're ready for them and you're able to make better choices. With that said, thank you for giving me an answer that transcends any kind of language barrier so that anyone who can be reached is reached, thus allowing me to help them out during this period, because it is my own intention to help you out, and if I have the opportunity to do so, then why not? There we go. Alright, so let's go with your reading, Cancer. It supposedly is past, present, future, from the 1st to the 5th, 6th to the 10th, and from the 11th to the 15th. But the time you see this video is probably the best time to apply the messages I'm giving you. Of course, you have to use your own intuition to see how your context matches this reading, or vice versa. Anyway, let's go to your past. In the past, the stage you were in was the Ace of Swords reversed, which means that there was a choice to be made. There was a potential for something to be decided, and the decision that was made was not really a very clear one or a very transparent one. It was not the best choice, and I think it has brought a lot of confusion to your life. The way you were thinking about the past, your inner world, was the Ten of Cups, which means that you were thinking about your family and your loved ones, the closest, your relatives, your closest circle. So whatever happened, you had your family in your mind. It was your well-being along with them. Your whole core well-being was in your focus. However, what makes me think twice is this card, the World Reverse, in your actions and the way people saw you. So basically what I'm seeing here with this combination of three cards is that, because the World Reverse means that you are in a stage where you can fulfill your goals, but if it is reversed, it means that you are not strong enough, or you're lacking some talents or some clarity to reach it. So it's basically life telling you to become stronger or to evolve, which apparently you didn't, because it wasn't the choice that was taken in that chance was not a very good one, even though if it was done with good intentions. It was not enough to leave you closer to your dreams. Now I already did this reading in Spanish, and you're gonna see the message at the end, but it's gonna be something for you to consider, so pay attention to the things I'm telling them. If we go to the present, then you have 5 cards. And in your present situation, the moment you are experiencing now is loss. Basically, there's a lack of stability and structure in your life. It appears as if things are vanishing, or you're losing stuff and you cannot even keep them still or closer to you. So of course, when we see the Four of Pentacles reverse, we are talking about potentially the Ace of Cups reverse, which is right here in the way you're experiencing life, your inner world. The Ace of Cups reverse talks about you feeling sad or disappointed, or this is like the aftermath of a disillusionment, something you thought was there and then it isn't, and it leaves you feeling quite miserable, to be honest, for a time at least. Because the thing is, along with the Ace of Cups reverse, which means that you are feeling sad because of this loss you're experiencing right now, you also have the Seven of Cups, which means that you have the clarity in your mind to know that even if it was lost, it also means opportunity. Opportunity of what exactly? To manifest something new. The Seven of Cups is a card that tells you that this is a moment for you to basically ask for a wish, and it will be granted. But this card also comes with a warning, and that warning is that if you choose, there are some things that you think you want right now that are actually not really in your best interest. But the reason why you think they are good to you is because you have this mist surrounding these possible wishes. That is the mist of confusion. It is a mist that is covering some very important facts and information you need before making any kind of choice. And I feel that the mist is mainly due to this Ace of Cups reversed. Whatever you are losing right now, whatever you have lost, it is making you feel miserable enough for you to not even know what it is that you actually want, or what is the best decision for yourself. However, I would like to emphasize these two cards that you have in your actions and environment position, your outer world. The Ace of Wands and the Two of Cups. So this means that you are, even if you're feeling disillusionment or sadness or disappointment, the way you're acting is to move forward. You don't want to get stuck in that situation. You want to do something for yourself, and not just for yourself, but also to, if you are looking for a partner, to make something happen, and if you're already in a relationship, to reignite the spark, to charm your partner again, or to take things to the next level. Although you are fighting for your partner, basically. That's what it means. The Ace of Wands and the Two of Cups means that you are acting for your partner because you want the best things for the both of you. If you don't have a partner, as I said, you are looking for one, or you're trying to make things happen. So this is a very good combination because it speaks of you wanting to move on and experiencing new things. But the reason why you are feeling, just keep in mind, it's not obstacles, it's just keep in mind that the stage you are in is the stage of facing loss, which means that it would be wise of you to take some time to really let this go, to really let this sadness be processed by your emotions, and then overcoming them so you can act from a place of not just wanting to move on, but because you honestly want the best for you, which is the Seven of Cups. You still are a little bit confused. Don't get my word, get over yours. If you think you are clear in your intent and your clarity of mind, then by all means follow your hearts. But what I'm seeing here is that some of the things you want for yourself are not really that good, but you think they're good because you are a little bit sad or bitter or angry or disappointed, and you have to let that feeling go. You're doing so though, so it's a good thing. If we move on to the future then, things get a little bit more interesting because you have the Seven of Swords. The stage you're going to move on in the near future is basically you will have to face some of your own bad habits. You have some certain tendencies or there are certain stream of thoughts, there are certain beliefs you have that are hurting you rather than help you. And you will see that because those very same things you will be facing are going to create a lot of stability in yourself. You're not going to be feeling balanced, you're going to be feeling out of balance, you're going to be feeling anxious about something, or like you can't just be at peace, basically. Temperance reverse means that you are not able to find your inner peace, and you're disturbed by whatever's happening around you. Now, when we see this, that you're going to be feeling like this, it is mainly because of this. There are some things you have to see about yourself that are going to be kind of rough. You're not going to like them one bit, and the reason why that happens is because the ego never likes to listen about their own flaws. The reason why we don't like to listen about our own flaws is because we think that our flaws are permanent, that we cannot do anything to change them. Whereas in fact, as soon as you make a flaw conscious or aware of itself, it doesn't really take that long before it disappears and turns into something even more beautiful and strong. But that's never going to happen if you refuse that truth. The thing is, life doesn't really wait around for you to be ready to face the truth. It just kind of throws it in your face and see how you react. And if you're not dead, but you're still resisting it, it's going to throw some more truth in your face a little bit more, because you can take it, basically, until the point where you can open your eyes and realize that the only reason why life is happening the way it is happening is because you are giving some energies that are not really good, that are distorted, which is what you will be facing. Now, I don't know exactly the type of energy, I don't know the appearance, I don't know the exact form it is going to take, but I trust that you will know what it is when it presents itself to you. And the evidence you're going to have to know that that's the thing you have to face is when you start losing your shit, basically. So whenever there's a situation that really makes you mad or really makes you lose your balance, then probably that is the area of your life that requires more attention and a closer look to see what's really behind it. Then again, we see that you are strong again, because even though you're going to be experiencing this very difficult stage, and it is very difficult, facing your own ego is not really a nice thing. Again, what I was going to say before, let me finish this idea, because it is a very good way to understand why this happens and how you can overcome it. The reason why you get mad when someone tells you your own flaws or your own shortcomings is because you think flaws are permanent, and you take those criticism in a personal manner. Instead of that, you should realize that flaws are part of life. Everyone has them, and the only real sin is when we don't want to take a closer look at them because we believe they are forever, basically. You can change or overcome a flaw the moment you realize it is there. So you only need consciousness. You only need awareness to become a better version of yourself. So don't take any kind of criticism personal. Don't think it is a personal attack. It is not against you. Your flaws are not your identity. Don't identify with them. They're just part of you, that can change at any moment. As soon as you wish, those flaws can turn into strengths. But it's up to you. Thing is, even as you're going through that difficult process, you're going to have the Two of Pentacles in your actions and outer world, meaning that you're going to still be able to have fun, even if you're experiencing some very challenging times and times that require you to look at yourself and become better. You're still going to be able to laugh at yourself while you're doing it and just be strong and ride the wave, so to speak. So it is you're looking very strong. Every section has its own challenge. This is you being able to make a decision that leaves you closer to your goals. This is about moving on, as well as honoring any kind of feeling you have inside your sadness and processing it so it can really leave without confusing you more than it already is doing. And in the future, your challenge is going to be basically to realize the tendencies, your unconscious tendencies, that are bringing you more harm than good. When we go to your base energy, we have the moon reverse, which means that you are not really gonna like this one bit. Like, the whole reading is governed by the energy of the moon reverse, which means that it means your unwillingness, your lack of desire to face your own fears. In the sense that you take a closer look at yourself, the things that are your actions, the way you act, and you don't just stick with that superficial expression, but you go even deeper to ask yourself, why are you acting the way you are acting, or why are you doing the things you are doing? Because you are going to find out that many of the things you are doing at the moment are very unconscious, and they're actually harming you. Now, I don't mean this. Some people think that my readings are kind of negative, and I don't really choose the cards, you know. I don't really choose the things that I'm trying to say. I don't really think the things I'm saying. I'm just telling you as I feel them when I look at the cards. And the thing is, I respect you too much to tell you bullshit. I'd rather tell you the truth. Because you see, it is not negative. It is an opportunity. These are not crises. There can be no crisis in life. Don't take life that seriously, you know. It is gonna finish, and the thing is, when it is over, when it is ending, when you are in your deathbed and you're thinking about the things you're doing, you're gonna realize that you took some things way too seriously. When the trick is, and you can ask any millionaire, it's gonna tell you the same thing, that you have to look the positive within the negative, that you have to remain centered, that you have to realize that any kind of limitations that you see in the outer world are born first in your own soul and in your own mind, and you project them onto reality. And the reason why I'm saying this, the whole speech is based on the moon reversed. You have to face yourself. You have to stop turning a blind eye on yourself, on your actions, and you have to start facing them, because some of the things you're doing are really hurting you more than you can tell. And the only reason why you do them is because you don't know why you're doing them in the first place. If you asked that, and you really wondered what is making you do certain things, you're gonna know better, because you have to analyze your own life. Then you would find out that the reason is not really that good, and you would stop doing it. Next stage wouldn't be about you facing your flaws, it would be about you overcoming them. And because you're overcoming them, you would be feeling more at peace. So it's not only, it wouldn't be only about faking it, it will be about going with the process and still remaining balanced completely, not only in your actions. Because underneath the moon reverse we have the hangman, which means that this is a time, there's nothing you can do to avoid looking within yourself. And more specifically than within yourself, because within yourself will be like the hermit, this is a time to look within your shadow, the dark side of you, and to really realize the actions you're doing and why you're doing them. So you can be, this is only for you, you know, the whole message here is meant for you. It's meant to make you happier. Of course I have my ego, which is making me decide to do these videos for you for some reasons, but if it is happening in the first place, it's because life is granting you a chance to listen about some truths and to consider them. And what this reading is asking you to consider is that some of the tragedies that are happening in your life are not really the fault of the world, but rather they are being created by your subconscious mind because of some fears or some tendencies that you are not facing, but you will, because there's nothing you can do to avoid that fate. That's the hangman. Even if you don't want to face your own world, your own shadow, you will still be forced to do so eventually. And my only wish is I would rather you go with it voluntarily than being dragged to hell, because being dragged is never nice. And then you have some resentment that you have to work through, and the whole process just turns to a mess. So instead of going through that, why not stop, consider your past. Why was it that this card is like this? What was the choice that even if you were having good intentions, that doesn't take away that you were not acting for your dreams. You were sacrificing yourself. And in here it's like you're not paying attention to your own heart. You're not healing it. You just want to move on, which is good. It's really good. But I'm just asking you to take the time to realize why this is happening in the first place. Because I feel that instead of healing yourself so many times in a row, it would be better off to find the poison, to find the original wound, and to heal it once and for all. So you can be at peace. Even if you can be at peace because you are overcoming your tendencies and not just repeating them over and over again. But this is a perspective that I offer you, and it has to be by no means true. You can and you have to use your intuition when I'm talking to you to apply the things I'm telling you in your own life and see if they match or not. If it doesn't, then feel free to ignore whatever I have said, and I hope you find someone who is more aligned with your personal experience. But if it did, I do wish you the courage to go within yourself, specifically to your shadow side, and to face your inner feelings, face your inner weaknesses, face your inner fears, inner limitations, and heal them through the understanding and becoming aware of them, and not try to hide them or change them. Just accept them and let them melt into your own being, so that you can be whole and not sometimes act in a different way because of some things that you don't even know what they are. But yeah, anyway, if you like the video, I welcome you to subscribe to my channel and to give it a thumbs up. You are welcome to follow my Facebook page as well, because I'm gonna give some news and I would like to share them with you over there, such as a tarot lesson course of 2 months, astrology services and astrology reports, among other things. If you don't, that's alright. I love you anyway. It's okay, and I wish you the best. Hope you do well in whatever it is that you are doing, Cancer. I'm very happy for you that you're taking action to overcome, to reach what you want to reach in terms of a couple of loving relationships, and I wish you the best in that quest. Take care, guys. See ya.